was saying, like, Nelson Mandela is actually an asshole. He's been one this whole time.
Maybe. But you know what?
What is it?
It's Friday!
It is Friday. That's right. That's right. It's Friday. Hot Boy, Shane.
This guy.
The cannibal gypsy himself. Mike. G, we're talking apartheid.
You mean Attrition?
Attrition, that was it. I got it mixed up.
Is that today's movie?
Yeah, Attrition. We're talking Segal. We're talking Asian Segal.
This is like a weird film, a very weird film. I really couldn't understand the vibe of this movie until about an hour into it. I feel like it takes a different toll. I feel like this is like a peaceful movie where after he just tries to like go on a mission and he's murdering people, he just takes it down a notch, goes to like Laos.
Yes, something like that. Thailand, Laos.
And he's just like taking up massages and bringing peace to the world, and
he's a healthcare
harmony.
Worker.
He's a healthcare worker.
Turns his life around.
He's a great communal leader.
He's a motivational speaker.
He's the savior of the masses.
He's like Jordan Chase. You guys got that.
Yeah, that was Dexter.
Yeah, for all my Dexter fans out there.
Yeah, I got that.
Attrition, a movie that we have talked about before because
Multiple
we love
times.
when Segal looks Asian. Is he supposed to be Asian? Probably not, but he definitely looks the part.
I just assumed he was Asian in this movie. That's just the vibe.
You guys ever think about what he'd look like bald? I'm thinking like Michael Chiklis.
I'm going to be honest. The amount of times I just think of Steven Seagal naked is concerning. Like, don't you just want to know what's under the leather and the robe?
Do you think his hair is just markered on?
For sure.
He don't die.
He dies.
He definitely dies.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just want to know what Seagal looks like naked. Because I know what every woman he's been with in his movies looks like naked while he is fully clothed. So I want to see the opposite. I want to see a woman in a parka and Seagal naked.
Are we talking like everything?
Yeah. Full frontal. Seagal.
Too?
Yeah.
We'd love to see full frontal Seagal.
Absolutely.
Like.
And you know he's got a world-class like ass too. For sure.
Definitely does. He's
His ass,
so thick.
It's got to like cup in, and he's probably hairy.
Yeah.
Did you think this movie would take the weird structural turns that it did? I feel like the structure of this movie is just
like when
weird.
like the gang gets back together?
When they get back together.
Yeah, the movie completely
Never in a million years did I think there was going to be a gang back together montage.
I mean, neither. It's what took me off guard.
Tell you what, though. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you
Not
did,
really,
though. You absolutely did cut me off.
I don't know her name. The girl in the gang?
Yeah.
The one and only girl?
Pretty girl? You think so?
Let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about?
Would you?
Jesus.
Would
I'm not going to ask you,
recommend
Brian,
this
'cause I'm a
movie?
respectful man.
I wouldn't.
Nah, he would never. But would I? I would take her out to a
Yes.
nice McDonald's dinner.
Fuck. Really splurging there, Shane.
I know. There's no good part to the gang, right? Like, they're all kind of bad actors.
Yeah, the gang kind of just sucks in total. The only guy I liked is his boy.
Hollywood?
Not Hollywood.
Not
Scarecrow.
The actual like guy he's in Laos with.
yeah.
Yes, I love that guy. That guy was hired strictly so he could do the real kung fu scenes and not Seagal. Okay.
Do you see how fast his hands are?
That was literally the scene I was going to talk about.
They just fucking go nuts.
The scene where he fights the guy in like the convenience store and he just goes crazy fists on his face as he's falling down.
It's like watching a laundromat. You know how you get the spin cycles?
Yes.
Like that, but like
times
times 120.
Yeah,
max spin with the hands.
I think the best way to sum it up is, have you ever seen Liu Kang's bicycle kick?
Yeah.
Imagine that with fists.
Yeah. No, or you know in Super Smash, like the Kirby's like quick wind punch?
That is what Seagal does in this movie.
That's what it looks like. It's just so swift. It hits the Mach 10.
Like, how do you dodge? He's moving so fast at 78.
You don't. You know
what
dodge.
I found was funny? Like the main henchman, like the bad guy. I don't know his name.
Oh, Kumam?
Yep.
He was supposed to be like this unbelievable fighter. He doesn't. He gets his ass wrecked twice.
Yeah.
Doesn't get a move on
Another
Seagal.
movie where Seagal is untouched.
Seagal is in, I think, 4 fights in this film. And, yeah, no one touches him. Even the one guy, he's like, you train with peace and harmony, but I train just to hit my target. Seagal beats him in 2 seconds. The guy never gets a punch thrown.
They build him up to be like some kind of like Well, they build him up to be like a predator. The guy just like steals women.
Yeah.
They also go nowhere with the story of the girl that like for some reason haunts his dreams.
That's the girl he rescues at the end.
Yeah. Why is he dreaming of him?
Why is she psychic, or why does she need him? Not really
she have that
explained.
ability?
Yeah, why does she have that ability,
Is
Mike?
he just like such a? Is he on like a different plane of existence?
I don't know, Mike. Explain this to us.
Shane, I'm not the point guard here, okay? I'm just sitting, chilling.
Why is it always up to me to explain these
I'm
things?
the 10th guy in the bench on this show. Speaking of,
Sounds like a good gig.
It does
honestly.
actually.
it's a
Sounds a great
decent
gig.
gig. I got no pressure here.
I'm just petting this wall as you talk.
Did you knock the other one blocks off?
Yeah, they're not.
Question.
Yeah.
What month are we in right now? Right this second.
As we're recording.
Yeah.
July. We're in July.
Yeah, we're in July.
When did we start? July of
We started May of last year.
Yeah,
so it's like a year, right?
it's over a year.
Yeah.
We were saying we should have did a big
Did
thing.
we mention it? Did we bring it up?
No, because I mean, like, if this was the main attraction,
Yeah,
it would be
we would've had a
more
big-
of,
Yeah,
like,
bring everybody. Everybody come along.
Well, no,
Everybody.
everyone came on the 100th.
Fucking Wilson School, Columbus School, Hilltop School. Get over here.
God.
This show, not even a fucking
Whoa, those are $110 burgers.
mention.
I feel like
Did you pay $110 for those?
That's MSRP from Birkenstocks.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'll go fetch it when we're done
you're
here.
you better fetch it and be very careful. Those are expensive.
They definitely contour to your foot.
That's
They're pretty
great.
sweet.
Mike, if we're being real with
Not
ourselves.
even a single mention of our 1 year anniversary.
Do you want to know this episode right now that we are recording is episode, let's see, 61.
Episode Who Gives a Fuck? Am I right? Am
Yeah,
I
no,
right?
yeah, that's more like it. But if you want to know the exact number, it's 61. So we're a little overdue for the 1 year anniversary.
Also overdue for a 50th.
Yeah.
You know?
The 50th was a big deal. The 100th was a big deal.
You know what? If this one gets to 500, we'll throw something for Mike.
500.
Am I right?
You're right. You got to think in technicality.
What's that?
In technicality, this still is like an episode of the final podcast. So it's like this is like our 300th episode almost when
Yeah.
you really think about
Really
it.
about
Like
it.
it's essentially
I just want to move up the bench, but not too far up. I don't want that
You want to be
responsibility.
like a seventh man? Like not the sixth guy? Because the sixth guy's got a big role.
I don't want to be Juwan Howard.
Because the thing about
Shane.
the sixth guy is, when, you know, in the playoffs, when your main star is just, he's gassed, he ain't hitting shots, you got to
Yeah.
come in and make some big plays. You
Yeah.
got to put up a strong 25 minutes, you know?
Put me in for a couple minutes.
you have to think of it this
Post
way
up.
though.
Seventh or eighth man. Eighth man is probably perfect.
See, I'm going to look at this in a very positive way, right? So we've been doing the final podcast now for almost 200 episodes.
do you
We're
feel
getting
about
there.
this?
I hate it. We've had multiple recurring guests on, countless people. You're the one person who weaseled their way into another show with us, so that's got to count for something. That means you were ahead of them on the depth chart, right?
On the depth chart, that's true. And how do you feel like you wheezed your way in?
Is that how it went?
I said I
Honestly,
meant
can't
weaseled if I
remember.
said wheezed.
No, you didn't. I said wheezed.
Oh,
You
okay.
clearly said weaseled.
How does it
I
make
You
think-
you are not a trash can, by the way. Can you?
I can vouch for that.
But can you give me the? Give me
course-
where?
of course I
Just
can.
take me where I need to go.
Yeah,
You guys gonna do that the whole time?
it's our
I
new
didn't do
thing now.
anything. What you talking about? I didn't do shit. I didn't fucking do shit, Dad. Leave me the fuck alone, Dad. Oh my god.
Let's move on. I said my piece.
You're upset. This is
Very
you're hard.
upset.
You've been hard. You've been actually. He's been thinking about this for a while. He's been
Long
stewing
time.
while we have our separate group chat.
Oh, we do.
Can I like see what you guys text each other on the side?
No,
No,
What do you guys talk about?
you.
So this movie, let's kick it off. Let's
Yeah.
start.
Well, let's go.
There's an operation where I don't know. There's guns ablazing. It's Scarecrow. It's Hollywood. It's the gang. It's Seagal.
I love Infidel.
Infidel. It's the chick.
We got to look her name up.
They're shooting a place up. Thing is, there's some kind of operatives, but they get to this like this room, and there's just some dead naked chick, and like that's the mission.
Yeah, the mission was dead naked chick. So this
We don't have any context of what they were
no,
doing.
okay. So all I know from this is this chick was so naked and so dead. Seagal retired.
That's true. He just couldn't deal anymore. It was too violent for him. So he retired, went to the Orient.
Yes, because we truly don't know which country. I don't even know if they established what country.
No, he mentions a few countries.
Yeah.
But
he becomes a Buddhist because we see him praying in front of a Buddha statue.
He's like Dada Buddha, Mama Buddha.
Does he do that?
Johnny Buddha. I mean, just pray or meditate or whatever.
Is that how you pray in front of the statue?
That's what he says.
Does he really? I forgot.
Like,
Watched this
Buddha,
movie 4 days
Buddha.
ago.
Oh, you're having that Mike G.
Yeah.
He's like, we are not slaves.
Jesus. Segal. His name is Axe, by the way.
It is Axe.
Oh, his
the partner friend
is
guy?
Chen Man.
Yeah, so Chen Man, he's the guy that brings out the little mini axes, starts cutting them up.
Yes.
Starts cutting them up. Okay, so let's just talk about this a little bit. So we're in this peaceful village. You would say it's peaceful, right?
Very peaceful. Very peaceful village.
Everything's good 3 years later.
3 years later, and he's a great community leader.
Yep.
Literally, the whole community comes to him. I think
Comes to
he's
him
the
for
one doctor.
a lot of issues. He beats the shit out of some guy in the street.
It's great. Segal, peacekeeper.
Yeah. The guy needed a good old fashioned ass whooping.
Yes, he did. There's another scene where this man is going to commit suicide, and Segal's like, "Don't," so he doesn't.
That's true.
What does Segal say? He's like, because the kid's son's there.
Yeah, he's like, "Do or do not."
No, he's
there
like,
is no try.
He's like, "Kill me, so you could stay alive for your son." What a guy! What an unbelievable guy!
What an unbelievably
selfless,
peaceful, selfless, transcendent being.
Yes.
Segal is in this film.
Did you guys notice Segal weighs more than the entire village?
Oh, Shane. Why does he always wear these black maternity clothes?
Because he has so much mass.
I feel like he's ashamed of his body. He shouldn't be.
He starts talking to this guy. He starts talking to this master about the seafood, their master.
Yeah.
I think like the Chen Man is like the number 2. Segal was the number 1.
Okay.
And then they drop.
Can we talk about that, please?
That scene
Can
is
we please
wild.
talk about that now? Because it's the only other time they go back. So yeah, Segal and Chen Man have, what's the master's name? It's like waifu or
Seafood.
something. Seafood. They go up to him later. It's something like that.
Siphon.
They go up to him, and Chen Man's like, "Why were you always so mean to me and not Segal?" And he's like, "That is because you were my son."
You are my son, my son.
And he's like, "What?" He does that like, "Bro, what?" moment, and like, it's so out of left field. Also, doesn't play into the movie at all. Has no
I don't
relevance.
think you ever see the guy again.
You don't.
I don't think you were ever supposed to see him to begin with. I think that when they mention him earlier, they mentioned that nobody sees him anymore because he's like some old codger.
Yeah, but why did we need to know that was his son? What purpose did that serve to progressing this plot that doesn't even progress itself because we don't even know why the girl's psychic?
Yeah,
Brad, did you notice he's wearing a watch?
you know that's a good Shane. What's the deal with the watch?
You wearing watches now?
I have a Fitbit.
Fitbit.
Yeah.
Wow, he's
like it.
He's a fit bro.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's working out now. He's fit. He's better than everybody else.
Can I get a pound?
Oh wait, no, I would cheat on Brian.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Listen, I know I suffer from a ton of quirks, but this is America, okay?
You have like weird idiosyncrasies.
Characters welcome is this country's motto.
Characters welcome, like sirens, suits,
Burn Notice.
Burn Notice, Psych.
Bones? I
Uh,
heard they kissed once.
Bones was on USA Network.
No.
It wasn't?
It's a Fox.
It was a Fox show.
A Fox vehicle?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I-
like
I-
Fringe.
Reruns were on
Yeah.
fucking USA, though. Don't tell me they weren't.
I could give you another USA though. I could give you one.
Monday Night Raw.
True.
Chris Lee knows best.
That dude was a scammer.
I think he's in
prison.
jail. Like,
Covert Affairs.
See?
No, that one no.
Alias.
Chris O'Donnell was a big USA guy.
ABC.
I was so close. All right, we keep getting sidetracked, Mike. I realize what your job is here.
What's that?
It's to bring us away from the movie.
He derails. He derails
Yeah,
us. from
you're the
talking-
wrench. I think that's gonna be you're now Mike the Wrench G. Because you always throw a wrench into the episode.
Oh, I see.
He's a Mikey wrench.
Oh, I love it.
Can I get that moaning one? That shit's hot.
You're gonna get the moaning one when they go into their operation. There's that little lesbian hookup scene.
Okay, I'm good for till the next episode. I'm
Yeah.
gonna need that
So
again.
let's really. There's not much to.
Yeah, we
Talk
could talk
about?
You could talk about all of these fast fists that you're gonna get. We'll get into the plot. But there's a lot of fast fists.
so quick.
And then out of nowhere, hot guns.
Yes. Very well done. Very well done.
But yeah, no, out of nowhere they just literally shoot. They literally murder like 100 people.
Yeah.
In a real thing. But let's talk about what's going on. There's an abductor.
Yes.
And his name is QAnon.
You mean Q-Mom?
Big Q.
Yes. Q-Mon has abducted the psychic girl.
They caused January 6th. They're out stealing kids.
Why did he steal the psychic girl? Really not mentioned?
No, and I don't know why she's a fairy butterfly in his dreams either, but
It's cute. It almost reminds me of Elijah Dushku in Open Graves.
yeah, fair.
Like, yeah, you get that reference.
No.
You haven't seen
If
Open
you made
Graves?
like a
You've seen Open Graves?
no. If you made a new guy reference, is that what that movie's called? DJ Qualls.
I like that movie. Solid movie.
I would have got that one.
You're
'Cause
playing
She's
that-
in that.
Fuck am I going to reference out of
New
that
guy,
movie?
they play that. They play in the funk band.
Yes, we got the funk. I'm done, so we don't get a cease and desist. We got the funk.
Cease and desist.
Let's just throw the gooch on YouTube. See what happens.
Brian gets sued.
How about a seasoned assist?
Yes.
Like season, like with like salt.
Like, you know, when people talk like, oh, you're gonna get a cease and desist.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I prefer more of like a seasoned assist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Derek Fisher on the Lakers.
Yeah.
So back to like me being a 10th man. That's
No, Derek
Derek
Fisher
Fisher
was
was
like
a-
point guard or a six man.
Or the head of the players union.
Yeah.
Can I be Derek Fisher? No, I don't. That's too much pressure.
You have to hit all the threes. And by all the threes, I mean explain the plot when we can't. Like when we get to Sky Sharks.
Yeah. So essentially, like
I'm
I
gonna
said,
be a fucking mute for that episode.
to reel it back, real big
That's a
guy.
big fish, and I ain't talking about the
big
band.
Fucking fish. That's a tiger shark. So this guy, the QAnon, he's out getting kids. He snatched them up. He snatched up this little baby, this little girl.
Yeah.
Not
She's
really-
kind of like
Yeah,
20
teenager,
something.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe young adult. But she's calling out to Segal in his dreams. Thing is, now it's been like, I think, is it her dad?
Yeah.
That comes to ask him to get her, and he really has no part in getting her back. There's gangs involved.
I fucking love this scene because when Seagal's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm a good man. I'm retired. The dad's like, okay, well, guess what? You now have 2 Asian girls that you have to raise because I'm going to go die and you tell my daughters that.
Yep. He's like, all right, I'm getting the gang back together. And he's like, guys, I need you guys to fly out here for $0, literally just to get the crew back. Sake bombs on me.
Sake
All right?
bombs.
Okay.
Sake bombs. Sake bombs.
Sake bombs.
No.
So we're getting the crew. We get clips of Infidel, Hollywood, Yin
Smoking
Yang.
hot chick.
They all do their
Yin
things.
Yang.
So she's the one that goes undercover. Is it Infidel? It's more of the IT guy.
Yep.
You have surveillance people.
You got your muscle.
You got muscle, and is that Hollywood? That's the muscle.
Hollywood's like the club bouncer guy.
Yeah. So
Yep.
everybody has
What
a role.
about the part where Q? I'm gonna call him
Scarecrow.
Q,
Scarecrow.
is just like boxing a fucking bag with a human dead corpse in it.
Super cool scene.
Cool
Probably
scene.
one of the coolest
Pretty,
scenes in the movie.
pretty
Glad you brought that
sweet.
up. Wow, you did
Thanks.
something positive.
So there's also built this guy up as like some kind of crazy, you used to watch all these like karate movies where like the gang leader's some
Yeah.
badass. When this guy is just like a wimp that just literally abducts kids and just cuts people, defenseless people, like cuts their limbs off.
Yeah.
And then uses them as punching bags and I guess sleeping apparatus.
Also, pretty cool scene where we got like a rewind scene, like in reverse, like fingers getting chopped. Was that this movie?
Yes, it was this
that was
movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
You like that scene?
it was cool.
Hated it.
It's like a Yakuza thing where they're trying to like be like the Yakuza.
Yeah,
They're pretty
yeah.
brutal.
I thought it was dumb having to watch all that in reverse. But this is what makes it fun. We got if we always agreed, where's the fun in that, right?
Yeah, where's the fun if you guys aren't tag teaming me all the time, right?
Wait, Brian didn't say he didn't like
Shane,
that
picture
scene.
this question of the week.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
You transform into Brian LaGrasta. You're up in Maine with your good friends on vacation. You're taking work calls all the time.
Okay.
Instead of furthering your bond, watching Entourage with your good friend.
Okay.
You're taking work calls all the time.
Okay. Okay.
Real question, though.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an 11th toe or a third nipple?
11th toe.
And just like this movie, we take my work calls and somehow try to make amends and segue that into the nipples
because
and third toes.
Seagal's making work calls because he's got the band back together. He called them all up. He got the band back together.
Can we talk about the vicious takedown? Like, you talk about the surveillance as she goes undercover, looks the place out.
Yep.
They got to storm the gulag.
Yes. It's your typical eyes wide shut club where it looks like a normal club, and then you go a little deeper,
You fucking
and
hated
someone's
that movie.
wearing a mask with a long nose, fucking someone in the face with it. Right?
Yeah. Did you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a bug. There's a bug in here. I think it's
Remember when we recorded outside a few weeks ago? That one bug that fucking slammed into
Yeah,
this
it's
light?
crazy.
That thing was
You mean
big.
that bug or that alien?
That was an alien bug.
Alien bug. Alien bug.
It's probably the shit.
Bug!
The Shet was there
The
for
Shet.
sure. Shout out to Shet. Love you, bro.
So they figure out through Ying Yang that they have to get these red bracelets. That's what gets them into the club. Even though
I can't stand this QAnon guy. Who the fuck does he think he is? Taking all these girls, beating people up. What a crone.
he really is. He's kind of the worst because he's not even good at what he does.
He's just vicious.
Yeah.
And he's evil.
And Seagal's like 68 in this movie, and he's probably 38, and he gets the shit kicked out of him
That
by
scene
Seagal.
lasts like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it's done. It's over.
Well, because if there's anything I learned, the only time Seagal can lose is if his stunt double loses to Mike Tyson.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can make Mike Tyson lose in a movie, but
They didn't.
Seagal never loses. So.
No.
Loses. Guy doesn't even get touched.
Yeah. Seagal is getting flawless victory after flawless victory. Seagal should be in Mortal Kombat.
Sure. He should literally be a Mortal Kombat. I totally agree with you.
That would, like,
Like as that shredded dude with like 6 arms.
no, he should just be in Mortal Kombat as Steven
as
Seagal.
himself.
Like if Steven Seagal was a character in Mortal Kombat, that would be
Best
my main.
Mortal Kombat character, go.
Steven Seagal, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
His fatality, he just turns into a bunch of fists.
Oh, man.
And he just beats
yes.
him
so
up.
quick.
Love that. Love
And
that.
he carves them up, and then he takes their blood and sculpts them back into a young woman and plows her fully clothed.
Yeah.
I love that. My answer is Striker.
Who's the guy with the
Mocap. How about Sue Howe?
Oh God.
What about-
Next thing you're gonna do is hit me with Cobra
Cobra, oh my
Noob
God.
Sabot.
or Jarek. I love
Jarek.
Noob.
Who's the
Noob
guy with,
Sabot's great.
he's one of the goats.
sunglasses? What are those sunglasses?
Giant Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, those are like goated characters.
Yeah.
You do have some fucking, like, absolute
Trash.
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 Like,
Tell you what, Shane.
Drawman.
Ashra.
Osher, yeah.
Lee May.
Shannon, we fire up Mortal Kombat on the fucking Super Nintendo, I'd wax you, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
You might actually. You were pretty
Wax
decent
you. I'm
back
just
in the day.
just button mashing on that
You know who's
shit.
a really good new character? I mean, I don't know too much about the newest game. The characters are pretty cool, but Cassie Cage
Awesome
is,
character.
is great.
That's actually my new main in the new games.
Aaron Black,
Also awesome.
pretty great. There's some
Devora
cool-
is also
Devora,
a
the
really
insect
cool
lady,
character.
yeah.
But we got to get back to track because we're almost to the end of the movie.
Right.
Well, yeah, we got a little bit, but we are almost there. So after this whole club scene, this is what kind of confused me. And I don't know if it confused you guys. So while they were doing the club infiltration, I thought it was like to get intel. I didn't realize that is actually just where he stayed. Like, did you guys know that going into this scene?
Absolutely not.
Because
That's
then they
his
start
club.
shooting up the club,
Yeah.
kill everyone, and then Seagal just goes to fight the final boss. And I was like, I thought there was going to be more. Like,
no, I'm with you because like if you think about it, like this guy's like the head of like some big Asian gang.
yes.
So you don't think you just like waltz into the fucking hotel with a casino and meet the guy there.
Yes.
He's gonna be like
In a castle.
in a castle somewhere far away or in some kind of like corporate office on the 100th millionth floor.
Yes. Not just in the red room of the club.
Yeah.
Anyway, Seagal gets there. His gang actually also doesn't get touched. They kill everyone.
It's a full swing. They literally They literally mow down. Like, you know how fast his hands go?
Yeah.
How fast do his bullets go?
I know. It's the fastest bullets I've ever
He
seen.
literally murders like 50 people.
Yeah. I love watching Seagal shoot a gun because it always looks like he's just like...
Oh, the way he holds a gun.
Yes.
Even in the beginning, he's just like so bulky for the gun.
A guy who is supposedly like trained in firearms, maybe everyone else is doing it wrong. Maybe Seagal is the only one who holds a gun right.
I love it because the way he holds a gun is like it's so awkward. It looks like the gun is pointed at the floor, yet it hits everybody perfectly
in the head. Yeah.
It's got unlimited body doubles too. It's like a cheek.
Okay, there is a scene early on where I think it's the one where he fights the guy in the convenience store. It's clearly a body double at times. Like,
they don't even try to get somebody with his body.
No,
you
it's
really
like
can't.
a thin man.
You can't get his body. It's an unbelievable body.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, we'll talk about this last fight. It's essentially just Seagal fights the guy. The guy grabs swords off his wall. Seagal has a bedpost, I believe that was, in his hand. And he just beats him with the bedpost until Seagal just takes his knife, disarms him, cuts him up, cuts his arm off, and he dies.
Yeah.
And that is actually as long as the scene goes.
The cooler scene was the Chen Man scene with the freaking double top.
Oh my God, I actually love that. That's a good scene.
Yeah, I like the scene.
Where he fights with the dual axes.
It's really cool.
That's it.
Chen Man should have been the final.
They get the girl.
Yeah, they get the girl, and the movie literally stops. Which, to be fair, is the end, but like...
Right.
It just like...
They hug it out.
The gang hungs it out, yeah.
And that's it.
But we get this awesome credit scene.
Wait, there was a credit scene in this one?
No, I think he's going to mention one, though. That he's
Not like a post-credit, but it's... Seagal's fucking shredded on guitar.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Oh, my God, yeah.
fucking
Okay.
amazing.
That is pretty great.
Yes. Well, because Seagal, little known fact, is a blues legend. He loves the blues. He sings the blues all the time.
You know, if you look at like the credits for when the songs come up, he wrote all of them.
You know he wrote the movie, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was credited as the writer of
Of course he would.
Seagal, savior of the masses.
What a brilliant fucking movie, guys. Let's do a countdown.
Yeah.
4, 3, I like this movie.
2, 1.
I'm in.
No.
Yo, what?
Movie was bad, dude.
This is one of the best Seagals we've watched.
What?
We've seen A Good Man.
That's the best Seagal we've watched.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely the best one. I don't know. This movie was just fucking. It just like the speed of this movie, like it was so slow, and then got tremendously quick.
Yes.
It just like it felt like you bullish.
Yes.
In times, like it's just like the pacing was wild.
Not a good thing though.
But like Seagal is so great in this movie. Like I loved every scene with Seagal. He's hilarious.
Shane, we've seen Seagal do a lot. We've seen him sit during a war,
During a battle,
during some heavy battle.
surrounded in a small, dusty house.
We've seen him do it all. So this movie's nothing new.
All right. I'm going to disagree, but I say watch it.
Watch it for the last scene. Just skip to the end to watch him do the blues.
Right.
That's jeez, poor.
I mean, like if they built the villain up better, like the villain was just like
Trash.
The dude gets wrecked in 2 seconds. You think
But I'm not
Seagal's
watching
using
for the
auto-tune
villain.
at the end?
No, that's Seagal, dude.
His real voice?
Look at all the Seagal movies we've watched. And we have not recommended them all. Actually, the worst Seagal movie we've ever seen, I think,
China
by far,
Salesman.
is China Salesman has to be.
Yeah,
That movie
it's not even
was
close.
I
literally-
think I gave it a thumbs
You
up.
loved
though.
the fact that they were trying to set up 4G or 3G in the fucking
And there's 4G.
whatever.
Oh yeah, that movie sucked.
In China, right?
Yeah. Against
The
the
China Salesman.
yeah, against the dark.
The Great China Salesman.
The great China salesman.
Against the Dark, which was solid.
Solid.
Uh,
Sniper special ops.
Fucking fantastic. Rob Van Dam. was in
Yeah.
that movie.
Well, dude, it's because Seagal's on every once in a while. Dun, 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 dun. Incredible.
We got the classic line.
A good
of,
man.
Foreigner, Black Dawn.
Yeah.
The 3-night stand line.
Wizard of the 3-Night Stand.
We've seen it
I'm
all.
a snatch every motherfucking birthday.
I think that's
Guess
all of them.
what? We're not stopping either.
No, we'll do more.
We'll do more.
There's
There's so much Seagal.
literally-
There's so much Seagal. Like Seagal and Stone Cold.
That's
It's
right.
true.
We'll get there.
Coming soon.
We'll get there. But next week, we are going to continue a series that the people have begged us to continue.
I doubt that.
Playing with Dolls Havoc. Cry Havoc is the 4th one.
Yes.
Also
Playing with
coming
Dolls
soon.
Havoc. Yep, that'll be fun. That'll be a cute one.
I love Metalface. I don't know about you guys.
He's an interesting villain. I don't think he. I don't think he thinks.
No,
He acts.
he just swings.
He's got a lot of quirks to him.
Swings.
Can I get a pound to end this show?
No, I'm telling you though, real quick.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Great.
Catch you next week.
Yeah.